It's not common when a witness surprises both the defense and the prosecutor with what they say, which leads to a potential mistrial. Towards the end of day one, witness number 4, Stephanie Hale, caused quite the hiccup in the proceeding. It's a great day for a great day. My name is Sydney Rushing. I'm a criminal defense attorney in the state of Michigan. Now let's talk about it. So if this is the first video of the series that you're seeing, I've already covered both opening statements and the other 3 witnesses that happened on day 1. This is specific to witness number 4. And to make it faster, I'm just gonna read through my notes instead of cutting this up, making it all nice and pretty, okay? So here we go. Stephanie Hale was a 3rd grade teacher at Robb Elementary on May 24, 2022 when this happened. She was outside when the monster started pew-pewing towards them. You know, she saw the dirt kicking up and, you know, off the playgrounds, yelled at the kids to get into the building. She didn't get inside because she wanted to make sure that everyone else got inside safe. Then they got in. She said they were hiding under the desk. They had scissors in their hands. She was trying to help everyone remain calm. She was helping the children, like, you know, deep breaths, things like that. They did use a photo to aid for her to, like, show where the kids were on the playground, like an aerial view. Then she said that she thought that metal projectiles were being sent towards the pavilion, but agreed that there was really no evidence of that, but that's what she thought at the time. She saw the monster, who she said was a horrible person, walking towards the door. She described him as having on all black and a long weapon. She thought he was, like, on the sidewalk. Then cross-exam came, and they discussed that it was at the end of the year, and at this time, some of the kids left after the awards program. So she only had about 10 of her students that were still there, specifically her students. She was interviewed 4 days after the incident by the Rangers. She says that she doesn't remember that she never told Ranger Benson that she had seen anyone matching the description of wearing all black with the long hair. She'd agreed that that would have been very important fact. The defense explained the questions he was asking were important because the prosecution would agree with them that the things she's testifying to today are not the things she said to the Ranger at the time. She said that her husband didn't call but did text during the situation and told her to stay inside and stay safe. She agreed her memory could be different now. She was asked if she remembered never telling the Ranger about the clouds of dust coming up at the schoolyard, and she said that she believed she did tell him. And the defense attorney wanted her to review that statement that she gave to the Rangers, so the judge excused the jury so the audio was played in court. She then agreed that she did not tell the Rangers about seeing the monster dressed in black with long hair and a pew-pew or about the dirt flying up. She said that she gave these descriptions to the prosecutor, though, and boom, that's where everything kind of happened. The defense argued that this is a Brady violation because the prosecution should have disclosed to the defense that she gave this info to them so they could prepare better for this trial, because that could have changed their strategy and their defense and everything like that. The prosecution responded saying that they gave Hale's grand jury testimony where she said that the man was wearing black. The defense said that's much different because this includes long hair and a pew-pew and where he was standing at the time. The judge then asked the prosecutor if he had anything in his notes about turning this info over to the defense about the man in black, and they said that they didn't have it. And then they argued that the lack of location info should not be considered as exculpatory. Hale returned to the stand and told the judge she didn't remember if she discussed where she saw the monster with the prosecutors before the trial started. One of the prosecuting attorneys, Christina Mitchell, was sworn in to discuss what she said. She said that she described to the prosecution about a man in black with a long pew-pew but didn't mention the location. He said that she said in her grand jury testimony about the dirt kicking up on the playground. She said that Hale saying something about the sidewalk threw her off because she hadn't heard that prior to today. She got snippy when she was asked why no one asked Hale where they saw the monster, and she did something that many who are in the hot seat looking bad do. She started to deflect. She said, when you were preparing for these witnesses, I was running a law office. I was in and out of interviews and blah, blah, blah. She also said that she didn't understand why this was such a surprise when they already knew the location. And the defense attorney said it was because it was not disclosed to them when she reported it. And Mitchell said that they were being nitpicky, and she said that she made her file available to them prior to trial. And then continuing on in this little mini hearing, Ricardo Garza Jr. was sworn in. He's an investigator for the Uvalde Police Department. He said that Hale did not disclose when she saw the monster in black or the location. On cross-exam, he said that Hale spoke with the prosecutors in December of 2025. Garza confirmed that no one followed up with questions about where the monster was, and Garza confirmed that no one in the room followed up asking any additional questions in regards to her statement. And then with that, the judge excused the jury for the day and is going to hold a hearing at the beginning of day 2 to determine how he's going to rule on this. Because the defense is asking this judge to rule this as a mistrial and that this is a Brady violation. And don't forget, Brady means shady, meaning that the prosecutor should have turned this over and they didn't when they knew they should. Now fast forward into day 2. At the onset of day 2, which had a delayed start, the judge ended up denying the motion because he said that he didn't find that the lack of disclosure was intentional. He thought it was negligent, but that it was not intentional. Judge said that he would have that part of the testimony excluded. And then, the attorney started talking back and forth about how they wanted to handle this, because there's kind of two options here. One, strike the witness and the entire statement and everything, or two, proceed forward, but give this caution and give this instruction to the jury about this information that they've heard. The defense said that it would actually probably hurt them even more if they excluded all of her witness testimony. So the judge said, we're going to continue Thursday morning at 9 a.m. with Miss Hale's testimony. And it's very clear that the defense is going to be impeaching her with her prior statements because they're inconsistent. So come back for day 3. Thank you for being here. Thank you for following along. And here's the question of the day. Do you think that this should have been a mistrial, considering this witness is saying that she told prosecutors these things and the prosecutors are saying, oh, no, she didn't, or they didn't turn it over to the defense? Let me know in the comments.